Good morning. We had discussed the illustration 2. Let's start. The next illustration, sixth illustration of chapter 6 accounting equation. The question is prove that accounting equation is satisfied in all the following transactions of Sameer Goyal. That means we have to check that the asset and liability side total is equal or not in each transaction. We know that the total of assets and liability side is always equal. In this question, we don't have to prepare the balance sheet. It is asked only the new equation, and you can say that the final equation. The transaction 1 is started business with cash rupees 1 lakh. The first of all, we have to write the accounting equation. Asset and is equal to liabilities plus capital. Under the assets, by these transactions we write the cash, stock, prepaid expense, and in this side liabilities plus capital side I write creditors plus outstanding expenses plus capital. The first transaction is started business with cash rupees 1 lakh. Cash is coming in the business and it become capital. Then 1 lakh cash, and no effect on stock, on prepaid expenses, no effect on creditors, no effect on outstanding expenses. It become capital. 1 lakh 0 0 0 0 plus 1 lakh. The next transaction is paid rent in advance. Rent in advance means it is a prepaid rent 3000 rupees. Prepaid expense is an asset. It comes under the asset side, and we paid rent minus cash 3000. No effect on stock, but on prepaid expense 3000. No effect on creditors, outstanding expenses, and capital. 97,000 cash, 0 3,000 prepaid expenses, 0 0 plus 1 lakh. Check that 97,000 plus 3,000, 1 lakh asset side, and 1 lakh liability side equal. Next transaction is purchase goods for rupees 50,000 and credit rupees 20,000. We are purchasing goods for cash and as well as credit. Goods is coming 70,000, 50,000 plus 20,000. Cash is going out only 50,000, and which 20,000 we are purchasing on credit. It become creditors. So how we write? 50,000 cash is going out minus 50,000 stock, total stock 70,000, cash plus credit. Prepaid expense no effect. Creditors 20,000, no effect on outstanding and no effect on capital. The new equation is 47,000, 70,000 stock, 3,000 prepaid expense, 20,000 creditors plus 0 outstanding expenses, and 1 lakh capital. Check this: 1 lakh 20,000 this side, and 1 lakh 17 plus 1 lakh 20 is equal to 1 lakh 20,000. The next transaction is sold goods for cash rupees 80, costing rupees 40, and the difference between the cost price and selling price and cost price is profit, and cash is coming 80,000 and goods is going out of 40,000, and difference is added to the capital. Cash is coming 80,000 and goods is going out 40,000. No effect on this, no effect, and difference is 40,000 is profit added to the capital account. The amount is 1,27,000, 30,000, 3,000, 20,000, 0 plus 1 lakh 40,000. It is 160 and it is also 160. Next is paid salary in cash 4,500 and salary outstanding rupees 1,000. Salary paid is an expense. We know that expense is deducted from the cash as well as from the capital, and salary outstanding is a liability. It comes under the outstanding expenses and deducted from the capital account. In cash minus 4,500 we paid salary, no effect, no effect, no effect. But outstanding expenses is 1,000 and total 5,500. Salary plus outstanding, deduct from the capital. Amount is 1,22,500, 30,000 stock, prepaid expenses 3,000, 20,000 creditors, 1,000 outstanding, and plus 1,34,500 capital. Last transaction is bought motorcycle for personal use 30,000. Personal purpose means drawing, and it will be minus from the cash as well as the capital. 30,000 minus from the cash, no effect, no effect, no effect, no effect, but from the capital also. Our final equation, or we can say that new equation, is 92,500 plus 30,000 plus 3,000 plus 20. $20,000 plus 1,000 plus 104,500. You can total of this side and this side is equal. And this is the question illustration 6.